Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress Nutsglaze. I think this is like episode 16 or something like that. Things are going pretty well, aside from, well, early on we had a little bit of tragedy with like a really severely gashed open leg that we haven't really checked on lately. What's going on with that? Oh no, the dog needs diagnosis. This carpenter, Kumil, was out chopping wood one day, and little did he know, but there were logs in the boughs of the trees above him. So when he chopped down the tree, the logs fell down, bam, right on his leg. Yeah, he can't stand still, and he can't. What's that? I think that's part broke. How is his tissue still partially broken? I don't understand how it's still partially broken, because it's supposed to have been sutured. It doesn't say he needs sutures. And this poor stray dog. Standing impaired. What happened? What did it get into a fight with, I wonder? What did it get into a fight with? The dog is fighting the yak bull. Oh, the yak bull kicks the stray dog in the right rear paw with his right rear hoof, and the injured part explodes into gore. So basically we have a three-legged dog. Can we name the dogs? Because if we can, I want to name him Tripod. Can I name the dog? Well, it's hard to tell which one is the one that... I don't think we can name the dogs. Yeah, it's hard for us to know which one is the right one, so... anyways, yeah, so that went on. We had some anacondas that attacked, and we've had a missing engraver for a while now. You guys are still kind of squawking about, oh, it's a vampire, Frankie's a vampire. Well, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. We'll see. Frankie the Tavern Keeper, which is really funny. The jewel cutter Tavern Keeper, potentially all of my subscribers think is a vampire. But as I had shown you in brain fart, in Therapist, he's been drinking alcohol. Normally vamps don't drink alcohol. Or maybe it's just that they don't get thirsty. I don't know. We could lock him in a room and see if he gets thirsty. If he doesn't get thirsty, then we know we have a vamp on our hands. I think it's a bit early for that yet, though. Plus, every time I've had a vampire problem before, the body gets found. The body gets found in a bedroom. We haven't even found the body. We looked around multiple times. We found no body. No body anywhere. All right, how the drink's coming. All right, so we went to check our food just for some reason, and we saw drink one. There was one single solitary drink left in the fortress last video. So we were like, it's a good thing that we got on that promptly, because it could have been really bad. Could you imagine? You've got a fortress of, 40 some odd, 43 dwarves, no children, and there is one parcel of drink left in the fortress. If word of that got out, it would be like, like a snowstorm in the south. Like the weather forecaster says, oh, there's a chance of flurries today. Make it 1 inch of snow, and then, trust me, I know how this is because I live in the South. Immediately, everybody goes to the grocery stores for milk, bread, and eggs, because they're like, I gotta get it. I might get snowed in. I think secretly it's that everybody hopes they get snowed in, is really what's going on. Okay, so this should be really, really busy. I think I do want to build a second Mason's Workshop. So, but, we probably don't need to put it in a 5x5. We could probably just put it across the hall in this 3x3, and I think that would work out really well. So Mason's Workshop is one of the easy keybinds. It actually makes sense. It's M. Imagine that. So we'll make it out of mudstone. What other workshops do we need? Well, I'd love to have a metalsmith's forge, but I can't. I don't have an anvil. We didn't bring an anvil. We tossed the dice, and we kind of got burned because... in one of our videos, the first video where the caravan came, we paused the video, we stopped it, because we said, well, we'll trade in the next video, and then when I loaded it back up, I hit unpause, and immediately the caravan did the whole shuffling thing, and I was like, wait, and they just took right off. It was around that time that the dwarf went missing, too. Maybe they were not actually a trade caravan. Maybe they were slavers. Clothier's shop, we could go ahead and build. I mean, we don't have any cloth right now, but we could build it just to have it. Bowyer we already have. We don't need a siege workshop. Okay, so the rest of this we just don't need. Really, we don't. I mean, a dyer's shop, we don't need that right now. We don't need soap maker's workshop. Soap is good, but we don't need it right now. So, yeah, let's just go. Oh, we didn't have a leather works either. Where are we going to put these? Well, they really do need a 5x5 room, not a 3x3. So these are all 3x3s. I don't want to put it there. This is a 5x5. We could put it there, right? We could put one there. What we should have done is we should have this Craftsdwarf's workshop here. No, actually, I was gonna say we should have put it over here, but yeah, it's different. This one uses stone. This one uses wood. Well, we could make some more workshops, or we could dig out some more space. So like, oh yeah, okay, that'll be fine. So what we'll do is we'll just come down here and we'll just put it in here in the kind of down here in the corner. And they can even have their own. Why did I do that? Why did I move it back so much? I'm a dummy. Big dummy, that's me. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna give them their own stockpile back here. Sounds pretty cool, right? Just like that. Boom. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Like it, love it. Want more of it. Man, this is like a cray-cray party going on down here. What are these people all doing? Listening to stories? Socializing? Listening to stories? What's that? A worm? There's just a worm chilling on the ground. He's listening to the story too. Listening to story. Who's telling the story? So what I want to know is this person? No? Ah, Vukar, the hunter, is telling a story. Can we view it? It says, and in the early spring of 126, the dwarf Boggs Tomesland ceased to be the militia. He's telling a story about Boggs. That's funny. A story about how Boggs left being the captain. It's not in the squad anymore. Is that true? Yeah, it is true. Why did we do that? Boggs wanted to be a military man, didn't he? Oh, I think it was that Boggs was more suitable as a ranged dwarf. I think that was the case. And we're going to use Boggs in that capacity once we get that set up. Okay, so we'll drop a Leatherworks there. And we will put a Clothier with a K, because we're cool, right there. And we need leather right here, and then we need cloth right here, and then back here we have a little stockpile. We're gonna do a stockpile for armor. Actually, probably just, yeah, I guess for armor, like that. And we go in here and we're gonna weed out some things. No metal, no leather, no shell, no bone, no wood. Glass armor, really? Basically just cloth. That's what we're gonna put in there. We don't have anything to make it with right now, but we will someday. Oh, make milking the stray reindeer cow. Good, good. Good, we like the cow's milk. What do we got? Carnelian, amethyst, levin opal. That's it. Probably need to do some more digging too, don't we? Alright, so did we already get all the We did not. There are gems to be had. So we're going to cruise through here and make sure we get all the gems. So much fluxstone. Much fluxstone, such wow. Lots of schorl. 11 opal. 11 opal. 11 opal. Well, I'm pretty happy with the ore that we immediately found. We were like, bam, tetrahedrite, which is, if you're gonna find a first ore, it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. All right, let's do some up downstairs. Yeah. Still got plenty of wood, so we don't have to risk somebody, you know, getting boffed. What's this? Willow fruit? Oh, it's like dropping the fruit in the river. That's kind of neat. Is this guy fishing? Yep. What's this? Bronze bolt, yak blood. Yak blood. Oh, that reminds me. We probably need to go back in here. And, oops. Golly, I'm just like arsing around. Go in our stocks, go down to our ammo and unforbid some things. So that we can get these bolts used, or ready for use. Is there anything else that's forbidden through here? Nah, okay. Word. Should we make a bigger pasture? Why are they all just hanging out in that corner? I don't understand. What's so cool about the corner, man? Oh, we've got some extra stuff that we didn't assign here. So we want the horse, the alpaca, and the lamb there. Yeah, looks like the grass is still pretty good. It says dense, so that's good. What's up here? Tanner, butcher, loom. We'll leave the loom up there for now. I thought we deconstructed that wagon. The cat. Oh, do we still have the cat pastured on that thing? We do. We need to let that cat go. That's not very... It's not very eco-friendly. Alright, cat. You're free! And then we have our dogs pastured there, but I'm fine with the dogs being pastured in front of the entrance there. I think that's a good thing. How, what about what's going on up here? Okay, we're still have a pretty good, oh, we forgot to fertilize. Or I forgot, not you guys. It's not you guys. It's not your fault, man. It's not your fault. We could go ahead and make another field for plump helmets. We could. If we look at plants, we have 63 plump helmets. It's probably fine. Actually, I can just play with it like that. I have to pull up the keybinds. I can always hit tab. This way we can see more of the map. Needs plump helmet spawn, which means we're not brewing enough. Okay, we're still brewing. It's just we're not brewing enough. What's going on up here? Mechanisms, shellcrafts. Okay. Gosh, what a mess here. This is just a huge mess. Well, should we start smoothing out some stuff? Do we have enough people for that? I don't know if we do. I mean, we need to do some mining too. Oh, it automatically pops up once you start hitting keys. So we've been going all the way to the edge of the map because we want to find what's down here. I want to know what lies beneath. And really, I think the reason we're doing it is also because tetrahedrite's pretty good for us. I mean, it gives us copper and silver. Copper is good for armor. Silver is good for, well, decent for weapons. We'll probably also make some copper weapons as well, so. So what's going on now? You still making crossbows? Yeah. Quiver. Ammo bins. I wonder where the crossbows are getting put. I don't know if we have a weapons stockpile set up. This is armor. Does this have what? I think this does have crossbows in it. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. So the ammo stockpile is also a weapons stockpile. So not too bad. I bet this is still cluttered. It is. It's still cluttered. Oh yeah, grown alpacas. What in the world is going on here? Okay, you're making tables. Don't we have another one going now? Oh, we didn't build it, did we? Oh yeah, we did. It's right here. Oh, we have to add those. I'm so dumb. I forgot that you have to add them. It doesn't just automatically do that. But the good thing is if you add it and just hit R, it does share the same workflow constraint profile, which makes sense. So, yeah, we're just... Now, what we might do, actually, is take armor stands out of it, like cancel it. You gotta, I always forget you gotta turn off repeating before you can cancel something like that. And the reason we're gonna do that is because we weren't able to fit in the weapon racks the other place, which we would have been able to do if we hadn't put in the slab to be made, which we probably need to go ahead and memorialize that person that's missing. And I bet we have some coffins ready too, although maybe we don't. I'm not sure. Okay, repeating, and then 1 to 2. Un para dos. I don't think that was right, but I said it anyways. I think that means like 1 for 2. 1 for 2. 2 for 1. Dos para un. Or un might mean and, like the article. Uno, I know is 1. Uno. I did learn 2 years of Spanish when I was in high school. So it doesn't look like we're going to get an elven caravan. That's kind of a shame, but it's okay. As you can see, prepared meals are starting to drive this up, which is cool. Even though they are just easy meals, still the dwarves will get a little bit more happiness out of it. Okay, so slab, Alt, S, planning mode. Let's put a slab here. Actually, we need to engrave it first. So we do that. You do that at the Crafts Dwarfs Workshop, I'm pretty sure. So if we go to this one, add new task, engrave memorial slab. Yeah, for the wagon. Yeah, let's engrave one for the wagon. So we'll engrave that slab, and then we'll stick it out there to memorialize him. And that way we won't have a ghost come at us. Even though I've never had it happen this way before, ghosts can be hostile, very hostile, and they can cause bodily harm at times to the people in your fortress. So, all right, coffins. So that would be burial receptacle in planning mode. So we're gonna lay some coffins in here. Except for that first spot, that's going to be for that memorial slab. Yeah, we need to get that. I want to get that library set up so that we can get people out of this area. Maybe if we have more different places that people can go to, then it will be a little bit better. Because I'm worried that this is eventually going to get really out of hand. And our FPS is just going to crater because of it. But I'm not really sure what you need for a library. I mean, probably you need like tables, chairs, and some bookshelves and some books, right? At the very least, and a librarian. Which we've got a volunteer for the librarian position. That's very good. Alright, well, that was the timer. So I guess we'll go ahead and call this episode to an end, draw it to an end, call it closed, whatever. And in our next episode, we might go ahead and dig out a spot for a library, which... thinking a good spot for a library. We could put the library like here, right? Just right across over here. That would kind of make sense because, you know, books to me kind of like in a fantasy setting or an old setting, books to me I kind of equate with the nobility, you know, because I would assume that not everybody can read. So maybe in my mind that's this fortress, you know, like not everybody is literate. So we'll put a library here, I think. I don't know how big it needs to be, but we'll make it pretty big. And probably put like bookcases. We'll try to make it look like a legit library, you know, like with bookcases around the outside, and then like some stacks or something, and then some tables where people can come in and sit and read. That'd be pretty fun to do, I think. All right, guys, we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until next time, game on.